Hello everyone, we have Leanne here today with us talking about how immigration has impacted people's mental health. So let's ask Leanne about her background and then how her immigration journey has been so far.
Hi everyone, my name is Leanne Kim and I immigrated to Canada when I was 15 years old, so it's been almost 20 years. And there were lots of challenges since the beginning, and I think it all started with a language barrier. I think that's the biggest challenge that I went through, and it led to multiple other difficulties such as anxiety, depression, and loneliness and homesicknesses.
So can you tell us where you're originally from and then how the language barrier then transformed into the mental health challenges for you?
Yes, I am from South Korea and I grew up in a very strict and society. So when I first came to Canada, and the language was very difficult to adjust because although I knew some English before, their level is very different because I had to attend the school. So the learning from scratch, again, that was a little bit difficult. And I don't think there is a transformation period because it's just when I first arrived, I noticed right away that it was very difficult to say a word to people, and then when people were talking to me, it was too fast to understand.
So you said that as soon as you arrived, you had kind of a shock, and this was mainly caused by the language barrier. And then how later on it also impacted your daily life, and then how that transformed into the mental health challenges.
So although I tried my best to learn the new language, for the first, couple years, I remember one day that I was trying to read a book that was mandatory reading from my school, and I was underlining the vocabulary that I don't know because that was my strategy for studying, underlining it and then reread after I search the definitions. And after a few pages, the first few pages, I realized that I underlined almost 80% or 70 to 80% of the vocabulary in the book. So that made me really sad, and then that decreased my self-esteem, and I almost wanted to give up at some point. So I remember that I threw out my book because I was really sad and disappointed about myself.
So it sounded that it was very frustrating, and that it was really challenging and hard for you to go through that. And I was wondering, do you think that there were some community support in Canada or in your area that has made it a bit better for you? Any resources that were available in the community?
I don't think I was involved with any community resources. The only thing I remember is I think Canadian education is really good for international students because I was in the ESL class, and the teacher that I met at that time was very helpful and supportive, very encouraging. So although it was really difficult to go through, I think her compliments and encouraging comments were very helpful to me.
And if you have any suggestion for new immigrants that are going through maybe the same period as you did before, do you have any advice or any suggestion for them?
I think be patient is the first thing that they have to remember. When I was in that period, I felt that my goal is very far away from me. I thought that I wouldn't be able to speak fluently in English for a long time. But actually, that might be really far away, but I think they have to think about that there are small steps, and then even a small accomplishment that they did, I think they have to be mindful for themselves, and give the compliments for themselves too, and then be proud of themselves that they are they are here in the new country, and then that's still a big step that they made, and then that's another big accomplishment.
So you think it will be helpful for people to be more confident and then be more patient and also be cherishing about the little things that they've accomplished during the immigration journey?
Yes.
Yes. So I was also wondering, to summarize, would you think that immigration is challenging and also it would sometimes have a very great impact on people's mental health?
Yes, definitely. And if I just stayed in my home country, I wouldn't be able to know how difficult it would be living in another country. It's different than traveling a lot of times abroad, because living in is like you are into that culture and then you are part of that culture, a new society. Because before I came to Canada, I've traveled a lot to many different countries, so I thought that I would be a great fit when I leave another country, and then I really loved coming to Canada. I was very excited, although with a lot of excitement and the willingness to immigrate. Still, I went through a lot of challenges, and then in the first few years, I really regretted a lot. I remember that I wanted to go back.
So it seems that it was quite challenging for you, and then unless one experiences it for themselves, it's hard to just tell by traveling abroad for a short time period. But I'm really glad that you went through it. And if you have any wishes for yourself or anything that you would like to tell your younger self when you were going through those challenges?
First, I want to tell you're doing great, and then that everything that I did was a good job. And because I immigrated to another country, I learned how to be positive. And because I learned how to learn another language, another culture, and that shaped me who I am today, and then how I approach and how I respect other cultures and other people.
So it also seems that through the immigration journey, you grew a lot and you learned a lot.
Yes, yeah, I think I also became mentally stronger. So if I stayed in my home country, I wouldn't know these kinds of feelings and how to face those challenges. And because I experienced that at an early age when I was younger, I think that helped me to go through another challenges not related to immigration in my 20s and times.
So it's good to know that although you might be facing challenges at first, if you're brave enough to explore it and go through that and learn from it, you can also become stronger and also more mature and learn a lot from those experiences.
Yes.
So I'm very grateful that Leanne came to us today to do this interview and share so many information with us about immigration and mental health challenges. It was really insightful, and we hope that what you shared can help other people who are in the middle of this journey or considering immigrating to a new country. Thank you, Leanne.
Thank you.